2 years ago, I felt my life could go into free fall when I found out I might lose the job I'd had at Staffordshire University for over 20 years. Because it's quite a specialised role, it'd been very difficult to find a similar job elsewhere and would have meant uprooting to a new part of the country. But then if I didn't get another job, I would have lost my house. Where was God in this? God was in it before it started. Prior to the job announcement, I was working in my garden when the following thoughts distinctly came to my mind that stopped me in my tracks. Your life is going to get more difficult. You will face things you have never faced before, and you need to lean on me, because if you don't, you will not cope. God's Holy Spirit was warning me of a new season of challenge, that He was already on the case, but that I needed to prepare by drawing close to Him. Shortly after the job announcement, I received a message of guidance from a close Christian friend of mine. While praying about the job situation, he felt God say, "This is going to be really tough for Richard, but he needs to stay calm and quietly assertive." This was particularly helpful in meetings with management, where my natural reaction might have been to be anxious or even angry. And allowing the Holy Spirit to be our guide reveals more of God to others. Nevertheless, outside those meetings for the first few weeks, I felt my anxiety was beginning to consume me. During prayer at Life Group, one member received a picture of me struggling to function, like a plant with insufficient water or a machine needing oil to move. After that evening, I felt a releasing from some of the tiredness and anxieties I was feeling, and I became more productive at work. This was something supernatural because news about the job was getting worse, not better. The Holy Spirit provides peace, whatever our circumstances. Peace comes from trusting God. Another friend from my life group received a picture for me of the Thai boys trapped in a cave. You may remember the story. She reminded me that they were saved at the very last moment, and the rescue team said it was a miracle that they were able to get to them in time. She also quoted me a line from the hymn, "He makes a way where there seems to be no way." I needed to cling on to that trust through some tough low points in the 3-month roller coaster ride, which affected all the department at the time. At the end, there were just 2 staff jobs still to be resolved, mine and one of my colleagues whom I count as a personal friend, but there was just 1 vacancy left. We prayed in our life group that both our jobs would be saved. And then the miraculous power of God made a way when there seemed to be no way. Before the impending interview, it was announced that a new additional job had been created, which meant that both our jobs were safe. We were rescued at the last moment, but that's not all. Just prior to my job being put at risk, the university had promoted me. Work that out. However, the job that had rescued me from potential redundancy was at a lower level, so it looked like I'd lose that promotion. But then the university honoured my promotion. This fulfilled a prophetic word of knowledge that had been given to me a couple of weeks before from another fellow life group member that said I would lose nothing. My story had a happy ending, but I appreciate you might have current stories that don't look so promising. But the Holy Spirit always stands alongside us to help, guide, comfort and strengthen, speak the truth, and ultimately make us more like Jesus. And when he speaks, we need to listen. So let us all stay alert.